Sheila Shimmers, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we should have some fun and just play out with some makeup that I have here. I did do a previous video on this palette that I'm going to be featuring today. This one is the Picaxxo palette by Sarias Cosmetics, but I didn't use her foundation. I actually have a couple of things from her brand. I have the concealer that I really like. I love using this as a base for my eyeshadows, and then I have also the foundation I'm going to be trying out today as well. This is a gorgeous palette, and I think there's so many things that we can do with this, and I just wanted to kind of play, you know, this is something really fun today, so that's what I'll be doing. If you guys are interested in seeing which look I create today, then just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, and let's just go ahead and get started. Before I start, I'm going to be using her full coverage concealer. This is probably the closest thing I have ever used to the P. Louise base. It is such a nice concealer. This one I have in the shade I think it's Fair actually. It kind of rubbed off, but I think it's Fair. So I'm going to be putting a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and then taking just a flat brush, I'm just going to be applying this all over my lids. I'm also going to be carving out my brow, just so there's no, harsh lines or anything. My dog always decides to eat as soon as I start filming. It's insane. He's right next to me. I'm just going to be taking my beauty sponge and I'm going to be blending this out. Usually I would use a stippling brush, but I don't see one around me, so I'm just using what I have here. And I'm just going to be blending this out. Like I said, I'm going to be using the Picaxxo palette by Sarias Cosmetics, or Sarias. I don't even know why I always say Sarias. And this is how the inside looks like. I think it's such a stunning palette. There's so many things we could do with this. It has two shimmers, and then all the other shades are kind of mattes, and I just think that is so colorful and nice. We also have a really dark colors like the navy, the black, but we also have all this colorful colors over here, and we have this one that's kind of like a neutral color. So you kind of could do a lot of things if you wanted with this, so that's why I really like it. The first shade I'm going to be taking from the palette, I think, is going to be this green. And I just really love this green. So I'm going to be taking this one and I'm going to be applying it kind of on the crease. So I'm just going to be following along. I'm first going to be setting down the shade kind of all over my crease. So I'm just going to be creating like the shape of my lid. So setting down the color. And then moving it outwards just a tiny little bit. And I definitely want to pack it on. So pack on your shade. Don't be afraid of having too much pigment, because we will be blending this out in a little bit. But also, just make sure it looks good. Next shade I'll be taking is going to be this blue right here. And I'm going to be taking this blue and kind of applying it on the crease, but more on like a concentrated area. So I'm going right on the crease, and I'm really going to try to make this color shine and pop through that green. I'm going a little bit lower. And I know that it's looking really messy. I know that my eyes look crazy right now. I know that, but it's going to come together in the end. I'm going to be taking the navy shade I have right here with the same brush that I was using, that blue. And this one I'm going to be really careful. I'm just going to put this right on the crease over top of that blue. But this is going to be kind of the darkest shade I apply. Taking my original brush that I was using with the green, I'm just going to be blending this outwards. Going really carefully. I have no extra product on it. I'm just going to be blending out this green. Notice I'm really taking my time right here, because this is where it's going to really make a difference if everything looks blended or not. So you don't want to, rush this moment. You just want to take your time, not put too much pressure on your brush, and just really not grab it to the top, from the top. So just really take it from the bottom and just blend out. Take your time. Going back into my concealer from the same brand, I'm just going to be kind of doing a cut crease. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and this is going to be hard because I can't really see. Alright, hopefully you guys can see because the mirror I have right here is not really helping. Now I'm going to move on and set this concealer, and I think I'm going to be using either the yellow or the orange. I don't know which way I'm going though. Like, I'm thinking I should do orange, but some part of me really wants to do that yellow. So I'm going to take the yellow with this flat brush, and I'm just going to be setting that concealer. I really hope this yellow shows up on top of this, because if not, I don't think it's showing up. Come on. Okay, it is definitely building. I'm just going to take my time and really set that. I'm just going to take my time and really set this shade down. You can see that the more I kind of go over it, the more that shade really pops. Taking this Heavy Metals by Urban Decay. This is just one of their glitter eyeliners. This one is in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I hope I really don't screw this up. I'm going to be following that line. Unfortunately, I don't think that applied enough where you can actually see it. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking one of these and a makeup remover, and I'm going to be just kind of wetting the side of my Q-tip, and then I'm going to be removing the shadow all the way from over here to the beginning, not the beginning, but kind of the middle. So I'm pressing down on my lid until all that shadow is really removed. It's going to get really weird now. I'm going to be using an eyeliner. This one is from Sephora. It's a 24-hour long-lasting eyeliner. And I'm going to be following the shape of that lower line that we created. So I'm going to be bringing it all the way from over here. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. This side is just not going to be perfect. That is okay. Now I'm going to move on to the next part of our video, and I feel like this video is 1,000 ages long. I apologize, but we're going to be doing some glitter, and so we're going to be applying some glitter onto that eyeliner, and hopefully this will get interesting. So I'm taking my glitter glue from Too Faced, and then I think the glitter that I'll be using is probably going to be either a blue one or a green one. I think I'm going to be using Imperial Aqua from Bitty Jars, which is this one. I'm going to be pairing that with this glitter glue. And then I'm just going to be using kind of an eyeliner brush to apply this. So I'm putting this on the back of my hand, and then I'll be quickly just opening up the Bitty Jar and applying the glitter glue as fast as I can. So now I'm just going to move on to my face, and I'm going to be applying the foundation that I mentioned from her brand, because I think we're pretty much done with our eyes. So I'm going to be using this Water Drop Primer from Wet n Wild. I've really been loving this primer. First, actually, before I apply the primer, I just want to swatch her foundations, because I did only order the little ones because I wasn't sure which shade I was going to be. When I first got this, because it's been a while actually, I got this when I was doing my original video, but I swatched it and I thought one of the shades fit me. I actually forgot. I think it was S2 that actually fit me, but now I have a tan, so I just want to apply them on my face before, you know, before I apply the whole thing. This one right here is V5. So I think S2 is going to be a little too light for me right at this moment. This is S2. Yep, definitely light. So we're leaning towards B5 right now. And then I have M10, which is definitely dark. So I think I'm going to apply V5, because that's what's going to work today. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this Water Drop Primer. I love this thing so much. It is honestly one of the best things that I have done for my dry skin. It's just so good. So this is the Sarias foundation, and it obviously doesn't come in this kind of packaging, but this is what I have right here. I have this little samples from her, and this is how the colors look like. So I'm going to be using B5, which is the far right on my right hand, probably your left. And this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be applying it with a brush on one side and a sponge on the other, but I will be just dabbing it onto my face with my finger because I don't really have another choice. So this is what I'll be doing. I'm just going to apply it one side first, and if it's too dark, then I'll mix in S2 a little bit, but I don't think it will be too dark because, like I said, we're dark right now. So I'm just going to be buffing this in. And so far, it's actually pretty easy to buff this in. This foundation, this shade at least tends to be a little bit reddish from what I'm seeing, but it actually fits really nicely. And it's just really easy to put with a brush. It doesn't feel like much on the skin, doesn't feel too oily, but it definitely has more of like a skin finish, you know what I mean? Like if you were gonna go to like a wedding, like I would say this is a good foundation for a bride, just from what I'm seeing in person, because it kind of like melts into your skin and it just looks really nice. So I'm just putting a little bit. I don't think I have applied a lot of foundation either, like on my right side, and I think it covered pretty much a lot. So I forgot I wanted to do a sponge, so I'm just gonna be doing this, and I'm probably gonna like the brush side better, but we shall see. I feel like this side is definitely giving me a little bit more trouble. Not that it's uncomfortable or it's giving me trouble, but I just feel like the brush was so easy that comparing the two, I just like the brush side. Because since the foundation is a little bit like on the drier side, like because it's so heavy, I just feel like it's easier with the brush to like move it around. But other than that, I still feel like the foundation has a great finish. Like this actually looks really nice. I do want to just go in. I think I'm just going to do the whole thing with the brush from now on, because I really like this sponge, but I just prefer it with the brush. So I'm going to go over the places where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. I do not think that you need a lot of this. And actually, I'm just seeing how it blends out with your fingers, and it actually blends out really nice. So I think I'm just going to do the forehead part right here on my brows with my fingers, because it's working. It also like, it's not really like emphasizing my dryness, but I feel like I don't need to set this at all. Like it just feels really nice. I'm also doing it around my nose. So now I'm just going to go in with the brush and kind of blend out those areas where I apply a little bit more. And you can see right there how this is covering, building really nicely, covering really nicely. So I'm kind of impressed over here. The foundation match is not perfect, but it's probably the best thing that I was going to get from the three that I had. And once I put the concealer, I feel like the shade is not going to look as reddish. So now I'm going to be applying some concealer. Same concealer that I applied under my eyes. this is it right there. And I'm just going to be taking this with a sponge. So I'm going to be putting a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'll be taking the sponge and kind of buffing it in under my eyes. I feel like this look is so cool. It kind of reminds me of like a carnival look. And I'm pretty sure when she sees this video, she's probably going to really like this look as well because it's so her. I was trying to do something bold because I know her. I've seen her stuff on Instagram. So I just know that she would want something like this to, like, you know, pay tribute to what she does. So that's what I'm doing. I am trying my hardest over here. So now I'm going to just be setting that. I'm using my Chanel translucent powder. This one is in translucent 02. And I just noticed my sponge is full of that green shadow I have on my eyes. So hopefully I don't have green under eyes on the camera. Because that really happens. Like, honestly, this foundation just feels so nice in the skin. I cannot believe I waited so long to try this foundation because I really like it. So now I'm going to be just finishing up the rest of my makeup. I'll be back to give you guys my final thoughts. And I don't know. I'm liking this look. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this video. I feel like I look like I'm going to a carnival and I feel very Brazilian today because the colors are just giving me Brazil flag vibes. But I really love how this look turned out. I feel like everything looks really nice. I don't know about this eyeliner that I put on the top, the Urban Decay. It just didn't look like I thought it was going to look like for some reason. I feel like the yellow is just too bright and just, I don't know. I feel like I needed like contrast with that, but I guess I didn't really have anything else to like fix it with or mix it with, and I didn't want to screw it up even more. Other than that, I'm really happy that I kind of went this way because it's definitely something challenging. It is definitely something that I have never done before, and I think it came out really nice. I always say that, and then when I look at the pictures, I'm like, what was I thinking? But I guess I'll see the pictures after I finish the video and do some pictures and see how ridiculous this looks. But other than that, I'm really enjoying this. I am using kind of one of my favorite lashes as well. They're from J-Cat Beauty. I will be doing a video solely on those lashes because I did order all the ones that are available on Ulta. And I wanted to show it to you guys because they're only $4 and they're actually really, really nice. So with that said, I really think this is a really great palette. I am super impressed and surprised with the foundation. Like, it blew my mind how this looks. It honestly looks so nice, and I didn't even like have to use a lot of it, and it just feels like skin. It looks really nice. It provided so much coverage, like so much coverage. I'm just blown away with how this looks. I feel like this is going to be one of the things that I save for special occasions. It definitely used a, you know, shade that was a little bit darker than I thought I was going to use because I'm usually S2, but this actually looks pretty nice, I have to say, and especially when I apply the concealer, everything blended out well, everything matches well. I just really, really love how this is looking. I feel like these shades in this are so stunning. I didn't really use any shimmers today, but I used this green matte, blue matte, navy, and this yellow, and I am super, super impressed. I love the touch of the glitter on the eyeliner. It just looks really cool in my opinion, and yeah, this is definitely not a look that I would wear out, but this is all about having fun, so please keep your comments to yourself when I'm doing something like this because it honestly doesn't go anywhere. I don't really care if you think that this look is not cool or anything because I'm not going to wear this out. I'm literally just putting this makeup on and then going to bed. If you did enjoy this video, I would love for you to subscribe below, like this video, and as always, everything is going to be linked down below if you're interested in any of the products that I used today. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!